Welcome to the Porte de la Chapelle Arena in the 18th arrondissement of France's capital city. The city which has been host to a wondrous Paralympic Games, and here specifically the Powerlifting, with this session bringing us the women's up to 73 kilos and men's up to 88 kilo competitions. The crowds are in early, and the crowds are set to be wowed by one of the fastest growing Paralympic sports in terms of participation. It now attracts the interests of over 100 countries' athletes, with the women of the up to 73 kilo class being the first to take to that bench right there for what promises to be a fierce competition. It is the ultimate test of upper body strength, this discipline. And as I said, over 100 countries and their athletes are flexing their pecs these days in a bid to reach the peak of powerlifting. This is our group that contains just 2 new Paralympians in Jung Yoshil and Mengu Tama Giselle. There's the silver medalist from Tokyo, Ruza Kuzieva. There's the gold medalist, Mariana D'Andrea. And there's also a whole host of other seasoned Paralympians, with both Arawan Budpo and Larissa Marianikova making their 5th Paralympic bows. Well, believe it or not, France is the home of the bench press. The movement credited to the world's first professional wrestling heavyweight champion, George Hackenschmidt, originally born in Estonia but moving to France and creating the movement that launches enormous weight into the skies on the bar. The great French woman Souad Ghazouani is the reigning Paralympic champion, and as you can see right there, the world record up at 151 kilos. If there's anything that this great games, this great arena that has seen badminton, rhythmic gymnastics, and now powerlifting has told us, records are there to be broken. And our refereeing team comprises one from Jordan, one from Greece, and an Italian who will be overseeing the legitimacy of those record attempts, which are bound to come. Now for one of the enduring sights and sounds of these Paris Games, the coup de baton, a tradition harking back to the theatre days of Paris, where 3 strikes of the baton will signify that the performance is about to commence.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome French, European, and World Junior under 107 kilo para-powerlifting champion, Gregory Schneider.
Gregory Schneider, the French, European and World Junior Para-Powerlifting champion, with 3 perfectly timed strikes to launch our session. My name is Joe Burns, and alongside me for this medal contest is Pete Selby.
Thank you, Joe, and really looking forward to this women's up to 73 kilogram category. First athlete making their way on stage, Arawan Budpo of Thailand, 39 years old, lifting 50 kilograms in round 1. Has had a long and distinguished career. This is the 5th Paralympic Games, competed in Athens in 2004, Beijing, London, finishing 6th and 5th, and then in Rio finishing 4th in this category. 105 was lifted there, 111 overall is her highest weight lifted in major competition. That was in London and also quite recently in the Asian Para Games. But yeah, 50 kilograms is on the bar from Bangkok in Thailand. So maybe just a slight disruption to her preparation, lifting her weight again an awful lot lower than she has lifted in the past.
Stop! No.
Waiting for the referee's decision, and it's a good lift. 3 white lights. Now, you only need 2 out of the 3 for it to be a good lift. It's a majority rules decision, so if 2 of those referees, one to the left, right, and the chief referee just behind the head, if 2 of them agree that it's a good lift, then it will be a good lift. But all 3 for Arwan Bukto, again, has lifted an awful lot more, and we look forward to seeing Bukto back on stage in round 2. Delighted with her first round lift.
Larissa Marienkova of the Republic of Moldova comes to the stage and approaches the bench for the 5th time in her illustrious Paralympic career. 55 years young, the woman from Comrats first appeared at a Paralympic Games in Beijing. She finished 8th position there, the same as she did in Tokyo at the last edition. She has a chance here to lay down an early marker with a lift of 76 kilos.
Stop! Look!
Well, that all went rather swimmingly, I'm sure you'll agree. Pretty faultless in all of the elements of the sequence, the down, the stop, and the press, proving satisfactory for all 3 judges. And she garners 3 white lights.
Loaders changing the weights on the bar and also the rack height as well, which has been selected before competition for each of the athletes. The rack can be raised, more weight put on here. John Young-shil of the Republic of Korea. 93 kilograms, 50 years old, first Paralympic Games. Only been lifting for 10 years. Used to be part of the Korean wheelchair basketball team, represented the country at the Asian Para Games in 2014 in that sport, and then switched to powerlifting. Wanted to take part in an individual sport at an elite level. And because of her physique, she tried powerlifting, and it's worked out rather well. Since then, has gone to World Championships, finishing in Tbilisi in 2021 in 7th place, lifting 108 kilograms. 50 years old now, and 93 kilograms on the bar, the athlete from Seoul. Round 1, 93 kilograms for Jong Young-shil. 20 seconds remaining for her lift.
Stop.
Locking out the elbows simultaneously. That's what you need on the press sequence, and it's a perfect lift. 3 from 3 from the referees, and a big smile as well from Jong Shil. Her first lift at the Paralympic Games here in Paris 2024 is a good lift, and we'll look to move in terms of kilograms well into the hundreds. 93 lifted in round 1 from Jong Shil of the Republic of Korea. Plenty of support on the top level for Jung, and she's appreciating that support as well. Plenty of Republic of Korean flags being waved. They'll be looking forward to her second round lift.
Tama Giselle Mengu of Cameroon comes out to the stage for her first ever Paralympics. She's been to the World Championships twice with a best place finish of 12th in the under 73 kilo category. Agonisingly 4th at the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham in 2022. She has had some excellent preparation for this game. She's been training at the C7 University Gym in Poitiers, here in France, in the run-up. 2 sessions a day for up to 12 hours a week. Her efforts to chisel and sharpen her powerlifting tools. She has 1 kilo shy of a ton on the bar for her opening lift. 99 kilos for Tama Giselle Mengu, her first attempt.
Stop. And rack.
Goodness me, with control like that, we can't wait to see the following 2 to come. It's just the 2 white lights, but in this sport, 2 whites is quite all right. Majority rules amongst the referees, and for Tama Giselle Mengu of Cameroon, her first ever lift at a Paralympic Games is a successful one, 99 kilos.
First round lift for Rushan Koyeshbayeva of Kazakhstan. From Almaty in Kazakhstan, in the southeast of the country on the border with Kyrgyzstan. 58 years old, has been lifting since the age of 44, so relative latecomer to the sports, you would say. But my word, in the career, she's managed to fit in an awful lot, including when winning a silver medal in Rio in the up to 67 kilogram category. Was 4th in that same category in Tokyo, up a weight category here to the up to 73. Competed in multiple world championships, 2nd in the Asian Para Games 2 years ago. So still lifting very heavy weights. 119 kilograms there, 112 in round 1 in her 3rd Paralympic Games.
Stop. Up. Rack.
A looked rather simple, and it was. 3 white lights, 112. Well, I think we're going to expect plenty more from Koyeshbayeva. That was very, very impressive. And again, at the age of 58, he's lifting some very heavy weights. He's made very light work of what is a heavy weight, and the discussion now is how high do we go for round 2? We'll need more, possibly, to get into the medals. That's a long way in front of us in this competition. But there might be a few of the favourites in this weight category just looking over their shoulders, like Koyeshbayeva.
Now for the turn of Sibel Cham of Turkey, here for her 3rd Paralympic Games, her 2nd time at this weight class, and she will come here with a few wrongs to right, having not got a good lift away in Tokyo in the last Paralympic Games. She comes here as the 2nd ranked lifter in the group. 112, currently the leading lift, with 2 others to follow Cham. She's got 120 on the bar, and this will eclipse the effort of the Kazakhstani Koyeshbayeva by a whole 8 kilos, should she be successful. Erjan Batmaz, her coach, ready to assist her to get the bar off. You can do it under your own steam or with the assistance of your coach. 120 on the bar, first attempt.
Stop.
Check.
3 white lights, here we go. The dream start for the Turkish athletes. She goes to the top of the leaderboard in this opening round with just 2 lifters to follow. You see her coach just dipping by the console there. That's where the athletes enter their next nominated weight. Once that goes in on the 2nd lift, you can't change the weight that you opt for. It's only come the 3rd round, and also the 1st actually, that you are allowed to have some late changes. So whatever is nominated, that's what's up next. And what she'll hope is up next is another successful lift like that opener.
Ruza Kozieva of Uzbekistan, 30 years old, silver medal winner from Tokyo. That was in the up to 61 kilogram category. Since then has gone up 2 weight categories now to the up to 73. So 30 years old in her 2nd Paralympic Games. Right to Farhad. He won silver in the World Championships as a powerlifter. 135 kilograms. No problem for Ruza Kozieva. That's 135 in round 1. It's more than she lifted in Tokyo, but of course up 2 weight categories here. And that lays down a marker with 1 more lifter to go in round 1. 135 kilograms lifted. She's the One of the younger athletes in this competition. An awful lot of experience here, but in her time of lifting, she has won Paralympic medals already and is in the hunt already to win another here in Paris.
Time to take a look at the reigning Paralympic champion from Tokyo, Mariana D'Andrea of Brazil. $137 kilos was what she lifted in Tokyo, having been unable to register a single lift, agonizingly so, in her Paralympic debut, her home games as well in Rio. Here with 141 kilos on the bar. This will be a Paralympic record. Talk about a statement with your opening lift.
Stop!
Cries of approval go up. And ladies and gentlemen, Mariana D'Andrea has a new Paralympic record with her opening lift. Ominous signal sent to the rest of the competition, the ease at which she mastered a weight that has never before been shifted in a Paralympic Games. 141 kilos. A good lift from Mariana D'Andrea. And a competition leading one, of course. Confirmation that the Brazilian is at the top of the tree with Kuzieva and Cham following behind her. There's a bit of jockeying for positions to go elsewhere in the competition with 2 more rounds to come.
Round 2, and Arawan Bukto will be the first to lift. 50 kilograms lifted in round 1. 55 on the bar here. Former world silver medalist. Representing Thailand now for over 20 years in international competition. Gold medalist in the Asian Para Games 2010 and 2014, a real careful period there for Bukto. She was lifting the heaviest weights. She goes by the motto of always do your best. And she's doing that here with 55 in round 2.
Stop!
And 55 in round 2. He's lifted very successfully, looked very comfortable again for an athlete who has lifted more than double this in her career. Not quite in that sort of form here in Paris, but still competing, and very successfully so as well. He's 2 from 2 with her 50 kilogram and 55 kilogram lifts in round 1 and now in round 2. And currently in 8th place, Arawan Bukto of Thailand. Appreciating the crowd's warm applause. And a few Thailand flags as well being waved in the Porte de la Chapelle Arena in Paris. 55 kilograms, safely negotiated in round 2.
The Moldovan Larissa Mariankova returns to the bench, having successfully shifted 76 kilos in her first lift. This is her 5th Paralympic Games, remember, and in the warm glow of the aftermath of Rio, speaking about her impairment, she said, "We're called people with disabilities. I'd say that we have special abilities, skills that others do not use." Very much in keeping with the philosophy of what the Paralympics is all about. And Mariankova's special abilities mean that she is capable of moving 81 kilos with no problem at all, with flawless style ratified by 3 white lights by the referees here at the Porte de la Chapelle Arena.
Here comes Yeon Shil of the Republic of Korea. Round 2, and she's into the 3 figures. So 100 kilograms on the bar, 93 lifted in round 1 very easily. On Paralympic debut, the 50-year-old. Made her debut representing the Republic of Korea only 7 years ago. 3 years after taking up the sport. Former wheelchair basketball star, really, for the Republic of Korea, but wanting to take part in a sport that's individual and, well, in the sport of para-powerlifting, it is athlete versus the bar. Which has 100 kilograms on in round 2 here in Paris for Yeon Shil. Getting herself both comfortable, secure, in the right place to unleash power on the bar. Very, very measured. And a good lift, 3 white lights. Well, I use the word perfect, but looking at that lift, it was so controlled. No aspect of that lift at all I think could be improved. Perfect synchronicity with the elbows, locking out at the end of the press. The stop sequence was absolutely perfect. I will use that word. Well, Yeon Shil in 5th place currently, and that 100 kilograms made to look like 100 grams. Big thumbs up. Well, he got a big thumbs up from the referees as well.
Tamar Giselle Mengu of Cameroon returned to the bench for a second attempt. The first was good at 99 kilos. The next is 104 for the 32-year-old who hails from the capital city, Yaoundé, which rather symmetrically has a cathedral named Notre Dame that is one of the most striking features of the capital, akin to that of the one that we find ourselves in, that is being restored to its former glory. But enough of cathedral spires, although peaks are what our para-powerlifters try to reach with each lift. And 104 kilos is the summit on this occasion for Mengu.
Start. Under mount. Left.
A lift hydraulic in nature, unwavering on the down, the stop motionless, and the press without fault. 104 kilos, mastered by Tama Giselle Mengu of Cameroon, and she's in 5th position.
Two-minute countdown begins. Once the athlete has been announced, they have 2 minutes to start their lift. Rushan Krushabayeva of Kazakhstan. 58-year-old made 112. Looked very easy in round 1. We're up to 117 kilograms now in round 2. Silver medalist from Rio, 4th in Tokyo. And the lift here of 117 would see Krushabayeva just solidify her place in 4th place here in Paris. She would need more for a medal, but that's all to come right now. In round 2, 117 kilograms. And a good lift. 2 out of the 3 referees giving a white light. Just the one referee on the left who had a question about the stop sequence. But it's a good lift, 117 kilograms, and at the moment gets to within 3 kilograms of a medal position. Krushabayeva, who has been lifting now for 10 years. And it's been a glorious 10 years, really. Medals left, right and centre. And he's in with a chance here in Paris of adding to that collection.
Third place, Sibel Cham of Turkey is on her way out with a successful opening lift of 120 kilos. Now we speak of dedication and sacrifice to be an athlete, to reach the pinnacle that is the Paralympics. She does most of her training at home, which has been her preference, because when in her early career she didn't have a gym at home, her mother used to have to carry her on her back to go and train because the apartment that they rented didn't have an elevator. And from her hard training, she won competitions, she won awards, she won money. And now with that money, she then bought a home gifted it to her mother, to her father. A home with an elevator, but now solely trains at home after the sacrifices of her family to allow her to pursue her dream and to be on the bench in bronze position, looking to lift 122 kilos.
Watch the grips. Grips was too light. Yeah. 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 It's okay, you can go.
So
You can go.
the referee not content there with the positioning. So the instruction to start didn't come. That's why the lift didn't commence. All the athletes are under the instruction of the chief referee, who must signify start and rack the final command at the end of the lift.
Stop.
Check. Evet, devam.
Rack.
An unusual incident there. And perhaps, was it unsettling
Please don't take the bar before my rack, okay?
for Sybil Cham, who is called with 3 red lights, 3 purple ones, which denote issues with the press. Of course, she wasn't able to extend her arms. So Sybil Cham unsuccessful with her second lift. However, a third to come to make amends.
Ruza Kazieva, the 30-year-old from Uzbekistan, has put an extra 7 kilograms on the bar. First round lift 135 was very, very impressive. This 142 will be a new Paralympic record and will take Kazieva to the top of the leaderboard. Right in the medal hunt once again. Silver medal winner from Tokyo. Up 2 weights here in Paris, today up to 73, and lifting some very heavy weights. Round 2 to move into the gold medal position. A Paralympic record attempt here of 142. Loud roar from the crowd and 3 white lights, a new Paralympic record in round 2 for Ruza Kazieva. It looked as easy as her first round lift. A new Paralympic record. Ruza Kazieva has moved into the gold medal position. Records are falling in Paris, and we're only in round 2. Very, very assured lift. 3 white lights again from the referees. And we have some competition here in the women's up to 73 kilogram. Very, very smooth. You wouldn't think this is for a Paralympic record. Almost like a practice lift.
The gold medalist from Tokyo, Mariana D'Andrea of Brazil, takes to the stage where 7 lifts ago she became the Paralympic record holder. Well, she no longer has that record because Ruza Kazieva of Uzbekistan has not only taken it for herself, but she's also taken the top position. Mariana D'Andrea on her second lift will look to reassert her position, not just in the leader stakes, but also in the history books. And she does just that. They say good things come in threes. Well, so do Paralympic records when it comes to the women's up to 73 kilo class at the Powerlifting in Paris. Mariana D'Andrea, for the second time in the competition, breaks the Paralympic record, and with 1:43 goes into the gold medal position again.
D'Andrea then 143 kilograms, Kusieva 142. And a bit of a gap develops to the bronze medal champ. On to Kia. On to round 3. To get us underway in round 3. 60 kilograms on the bar. Currently in 8th place. Oh. 4th in Rio, 5th in London and Beijing, and 6th in Athens. Various weight categories, starting at 56 and then going up to this weight category in Rio. 5th Paralympic Games. And she will finish in 8th place, but looking to go 3 out of 3 with her lifts here. 60 kilograms in round 3. So from Bangkok. Round 3, 60 kilograms for Bukto.
Stop! No!
Well, it looked all rather easy for an athlete who's lifted a lot more at previous Paralympic Games, but here in Paris, it's 3 out of 3 for Bukto of Thailand. 50, 55 and 60 kilograms for the silver medalist at the World Championships previously. And she looks very content and delighted with her competition here in Paris. 3 good lifts. I think actually 3 white lights in each one as well. Aram Bukto finishes in 8th place here in Paris 2024.
Larissa Marienkova is out for a 3rd lift. She's had 2 successful ones so far. Will she honour us with a 3rd and final good lift? It was she who was honoured at the opening ceremony when she shared the flag-bearing duties with athletics competitor Gheorghe Spinu. Recognition of her contribution to parasports in the Republic of Moldova. And now for a third and final lift in Paris, 91 kilos.
Start.
For a moment, the crowd thought it was on its way. It hit a point of resistance that even the great Larissa Marienkova couldn't power through. She is warmly received and thanked for her performance in the para-powerlifting. She bids farewell with the best lift of 81 kilos in 7th position.
Giselle Mongou, Cameroon in round 3, 32 years old. Been an excellent debut at the Paralympic Games. 2 good lifts, 99 and 104. 108 kilograms is on the bar here. Teacher back in Cameroon. Also a hero is the great Cameroonian footballer Samuel Eto'o. Life smiles on those who dare, says Mongou. Well, she's daring to lift 108 kilograms in round 3 here in Paris. Will she be smiling after?
Stop! And mount!
Completing her lift. And a good lift as well. She will smile. 3 out of 3 wide lights and a lovely embrace. Well done, Gigi. 108 kilograms lifted in round 3, the perfect competition. And currently in 5th place, Tamir Giselle Mongou of Cameroon. Great applause from the crowd at the Port La Chapelle Arena. 2 Cameroonian flags as well being flown. They will be delighted watching their athlete complete 3 out of 3 lifts in style as well.
Roshan Koshiboyeva is going to follow after Jong Yun Shil, one of the athletes that are embroiled in this mid-table battle that has just had a huge lift thrown into it by Cameroon's Tamir Giselle Mongou. Jong Yun Shil with 2 successful lifts so far of 93 of 100, but now a massive additional 9 kilos thrown into the competition for her. 109 her designs. This would take her to 5th position. It would be her greatest finish ever on a global level across all the many competitions she's been involved in. From Asian Para Games to World Championships. A lift of 109 kilos for 5th position at the Paris Paralympics.
Stop!
One lift too far, but a joyous turn at a Paralympics for the first ever time for the woman from the Republic of Korea. Warmly received by those in the Porte de la Chapelle arena. A no lift for the 3rd attempt, but 100 kilos on the 2nd. Good enough for a 6th place finish here in Paris.
And then there were 4. Goshabaeva will be lifted next and attempting 123 kilograms in round 3, and this to move from 4th into the bronze medal position ahead of champ, who will have her 3rd and final lift to come. 112 and 117 lifted by Goshabaeva, and lifted by the 58-year-old from Kazakhstan in what appears relative ease. 3 white lights on both occasions, and looks like there's a lot more in the tank. Well, 123 is a lot more. This to move into the bronze medal position in Paris. Goshabaeva knows what it takes to win medals. Silver medal winner in Rio. But going for bronze here in Paris. Round 3, 123 kilograms.
Stop!
Completing her lift. Were the arms locked out at the same time? No, says the referees. Press sequence for 2 of the 3 referees, and also the stop sequence as well, according to the left referee. Now, with it being 2 out of the 3 referees say no, you wonder whether they're going to make an appeal here. They can appeal to the judge. The judge is on a jury, and it has been requested. And the jury have agreed with the referees here. So down onto the chest. The left referee didn't like the pause there on the chest, and then the lockouts of the elbows questioned it somewhat in real time, and 2 of the 3 referees not liking the press. And Goshabaeva will remain in 4th place in Paris.
Turkey's civil champ comes out with a smile on her face. Now, there is more weight on this bar, however, there is slightly less expectation upon her now. The no lift from the Kazakhstani before her means that she is assured of bronze here. It'll be her first ever Paralympic medal. And with the silver medal, weight currently being that of 142 kilos. This is very much a lift of honor. A lift to have 124 kilos next to her name in the history books, alongside her bronze.
Stop!
Unable to power the bar to full extension. However, it is a Paralympics to remember, and a Paralympics that will see Sibel Cham, the 34-year-old from Konya in Turkey, who once upon a time was carried down the stairs by her mother so that she could go to train. Well, the reward now is a bronze medal at the Paralympics, not just for her family, and the journey that she's been on to reach this peak of the sport.
Two athletes remain. Ruza Kuzieva of Uzbekistan, the 30-year-old with 147 kilograms on the bar. This to set a new Paralympic record and to move into the gold medal position. Currently in silver, that is assured. Silver medal winner in the World Championships. Silver medal winner in the Paralympic Games in Tokyo. Trying to move from silver here in Paris into the gold medal position with a Paralympic record attempt.
Stop!
Can she complete the press? She can. And 3 wide lights, it's another Paralympic record set in the women's up to 73 kilogram category. My word, what a competition. For the 3rd time, the Paralympic record has been broken. And Ruza Kuzieva, 147, that's a new Paralympic record. She's moved from silver into the gold medal position. There could be plenty more still to come from Kuzieva. She's within world record attempt distance in terms of weight when it comes to a possible power lift. That's all to come, but for now, it's another Paralympic record and sits in the gold medal position after her 3rd round lift. Another 3 white lights. How much more can Maria Ruza Kuzieva lift here?
What a competition. What an extraordinary exhibition of power that all of us here in the Porte de la Chapelle Arena are witnessing. 4 times the Paralympic record has been broken. It once stood at 140, it's now at 147. Could it soon be at 148? Mariana D'Andrea of Brazil needs this to recapture the gold position. And with 2 white lives, she does. She falls to the floor in relief, in joy. A 5th time in this competition, the Paralympic record has been broken and reset. A gold medal lift for Mariana D'Andrea for the time being. Both her and Ruta Kuzieva are within range of the world record. It entitles them to a power lift. Surely we'll see both return to the bench. Surely the competition is not done. Well, we're seeing the final results, but as you can see, the weights are still loaded on the bench. And more is being loaded. So those results are temporary for the time being. But Ruta Kuzieva will not return. It will solely be Mariana D'Andrea of Brazil. She is confirmed gold now, but not content with breaking the Paralympic record 3 times already. She will now lift for the world record.
The 3-minute countdown has begun. An extra minute given to an athlete with a power lift. 3 lifts for Mariana D'Andrea of Brazil. 3 Paralympic records. Gold has been secured. And now Mariana D'Andrea is going for a world record of 152 kilograms. Her record has stood for just over a year of 151 kilograms, and we have 152 kilograms on the bar. So when the athlete's name is announced, normally 2 minutes they have to get to the bench and then start their lift, but an extra minute has been added on for a power lift. Kuzieva of Uzbekistan will be a silver medal winner. She declined a request of a power lift, but this lady here, Mariana D'Andrea, gold is secure. She is a double Paralympic champion. She lifted 137 kilograms, by the way, to win in Tokyo. And that has been brushed aside here in Paris. 152, a world record attempt. A minute on the clock. Andrea doesn't take too long once on the bench. Here comes the world and now double Paralympic champion Mariana D'Andrea to attempt to lift more than any athlete in the women's up to 73 kilogram categories ever lifted before. 152 kilograms, a world record attempt here in Paris. Less than 20 seconds.
Start!
Well, a world record attempt will end with 3 no lifts from the referee's press sequence, but that's going to be quickly forgotten, and it is by Mariana D'Andrea. The tears all of a sudden. She's been so calm and cool on all 3 of her lifts, all 3 Paralympic records. And now the emotion pours out of the Brazilian. Lots of support in the Porta de Chapelle Arena. Mariana D'Andrea has won gold here in Paris 2024. They'll have to update their banner to say two-time Paralympic champion. The world record, well, it didn't happen with the powerlift. That can happen another time. But for now, the celebrations can start for both Mariana D'Andrea and also Brazil. Paralympic champion once again in a stunning competition where records fell from round one.
ceremony for Powerlifting, women's up to 73 kilo category.
The victory ceremony for the women's up to 73 kilogram category. And an outstanding competition where records fell from round one.
The medals will be presented by
Deputy Mayor of Paris,
Deputy Mayor of Paris,
Pierre Rabadan, will be awarding the medals.
and the Seine. Accompanied by
Madame Matoula Aïdara Diaby, adjointe au maire de l'île de Saint-Denis.
Deputy Mayor
Deputy Mayor of
Louis Saint-Denis,
Saint-Denis.
Lula, and the Diaby will be assisting.
Médaillé de bronze représentant la Turquie.
Bronze medalist representing Turkey, Sibel Çok.
Sibel Cham of Turkey with the bronze medal. It was a lift in round one of 120 kilograms. And Sibel Cham quickly banished the memories of Tokyo, where she failed to lift. She did so here in Paris, to the extent where, for the first time, she is a Paralympic medalist and bronze medal winner in Paris. Sibel Cham of Turkey.
Médaillé d'argent représentant l'Ouzbékistan.
Silver medalist representing Uzbekistan,
Ruza
Ruza Kuzieva.
Kuzieva of Uzbekistan with a perfect 3 from 3, 135, 42 and 47. The second and third round lifts were higher than the previous Paralympic record. And it's silver once again, matching the silver from Tokyo. An outstanding competition from Ruza Kuzieva of Uzbekistan. Another silver medal.
Et championne paralympique Brésil.
Gold medalist and Paralympic champion representing Brazil, Mariana D'Andrea.
The great Mariana D'Andrea of Brazil is a double Paralympic champion, and the emotion has really got now to Mariana, and well, it's been a superb competition, breaking Paralympic records in rounds 1, 2 and 3 and going for the world record with a power lift. Such calmness when it came to the competition and just an outpouring of emotion. Huge support here in the Porte de la Chapelle Arena for the Brazilian star.
Mesdames et messieurs, si vous le
Gold
voulez,
medal winner, Mariana D'Andrea.
pour l'hymne national du Brésil.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand if you're able for the anthem of Brazil.
Tears of joy, tears of pride. The great Mariana D'Andrea is a two-time Paralympic champion Sivilcham with the bronze. Ruza Kozieva with Paralympic records falling. Her lifts, the silver medal winner. And a world record attempt at the end by Mariana D'Andrea. It's a Paralympic record and another gold medal. A fabulous competition and a very emotional national anthem. The women's up to 73 kilogram category here at the Paralympic Games in Paris 2024 will live long in the memory, and so will the smile of our champion Mariana D'Andrea.
para-powerlifting, moins de 88 kilos.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes for para-powerlifting men's up to 88 kilo category.
Représentant l'Ouganda, Denis Bazira.
Representing Uganda, Denis Bazira.
Représentant le Brésil, Evanio de Silva.
Representing Brazil, Evanio da Silva.
Représentant l'Australie, Ben Wright.
Representing Australia, Ben Wright.
Représentant la Pologne, Wawrzynek Latus.
Representing Poland, Latus Wawrzynek.
Représentant le Kazakhstan, Rakhmedzan Ramayev.
Representing Kazakhstan, Rakhmedzan Kumayev.
Pour l'Ouzbékistan, Kousnidine Ousmanov.
Representing Uzbekistan, Hosnudin Usmanov.
Représentant les Émirats Arabes Unis, Mohamed Ramiz Khalaf.
Representing United Arab Emirates, Mohammed Hafiz Khalaf.
Représentant l'Ukraine, Yuri Bobinets.
Representing Ukraine, Yuri Babinets.
Pour l'Égypte, Mohamed El Helfat.
Representing Egypt, Mohammed El Elfat.
Représentant la Chine, Yan Hanpan.
And representing People's Republic of China, Yan Panpan.
Ce sont vos athlètes qui concourent dans l'épreuve para-powerlifting, moins de 88 kilos.
These are the athletes participating in the men's up to 88 kilo category.
Welcome to the Porte de la Chapelle Arena for the Powerlifting at Paris 2024. The men's up to 88 kilo competition is next. That is our stage. The stage in our wonderful theatre here in the 18th arrondissement. An arrondissement that was the incubator for the creative gifts of the likes of Pablo Picasso up in the area of Montmartre. But here it is less about creative brains but more muscular brawn, as the para-powerlifting focuses on the bench press and the bench press alone. It is the ultimate test of upper body strength, and we have a field of 10 for this up to 88 kilo final. There are 3 new Paralympians, Denis Mbazir, Ben Wright and Kusedin Usmanov of Uzbekistan. We have a bronze medalist from the up to 80 kilo category from Tokyo, and Mohamed El Elfat, and we have a gold medalist from the up to 97 kilo category from Tokyo in Yan Pan. So lots of fine lifters, but some appearing in this weight classification for the first time. And I think it's fair to say that the Parisians and those from all around the globe who've come to support today are excited and in fine voice. Records are there to be broken, as they say, and the Porte de la Chapelle Arena appears to be particularly adept at providing the platform with which to break them. Abdelkarim Khattab of Jordan won't be featuring in this weight class in Paris. He's moving up, so there is scope for those records to be challenged. Our trio of referees hail from Finland, Thailand and Malaysia. Normod Ridwan Anand, the chief among them, who will sit at the head of the bench with the 2 others stationed to the right and left. All 3 will have a casting vote as to whether it is a good lift or a no lift. A white light means good, a red light means no. You don't need a clean sweep. Majority rules in para-powerlifting, so 2 white lights will get the tricolour fluttering should a French lifter or even an athlete from another nation be successful. Well, these spotters and loaders are worthy of an ice bath just as much as the athletes after their work is done. They're charged with making sure that the bar is racked at the agreed height that the athletes have submitted before the competition, and also that the weight is all present and correct. And with a bit of spray and elbow grease, pristine for the para-powerlifters of Paris 2024. My name is Joe Burns, and alongside me for the men's up to 88 kilo final in the para-powerlifting at Paris 2024 is Pete Selby.
Thank you, Joe. And our first athlete is making his way on stage in this cauldron of an atmosphere here at the Porte de la Chapelle Arena. Here's Mbazir of Uganda. Will be making his first attempt of 180 kilograms. 180 kilograms in round 1. Paralympic Games debut. He did 182 in Dubai last year in the World Championships. taking all of his time. Got those 2 minutes to lift. Start to lift. This is more than the recent World Cup event in Tbilisi, where he lifted 178. Starting at 180, the 39-year-old. His first Paralympic Games.
Start! Right!
Warm applause from the crowd. And 2 white lights, so that's enough. Majority rules with the referees, 2 white lights. Body position was the issue for the referee on the right. Dennis Mbzera, who was at the centre of attention when it came to the opening ceremony. Along with Peter Mora, was the flag bearer for Uganda in that wonderful ceremony. And a wonderful start to his campaign in the men's up to 88.
Evanio da Silva of Brazil comes up the verge to the bench for his opening attempt of 181 kilos. It's the 3rd time that we are enjoying the company of Evanio da Silva on the bench at a Paralympics, always in the up to 88 kilo category. Didn't record a good lift in Tokyo, however, he claimed silver in his home games in Rio 8 years ago. An opening lift of 181 kilos for the Brazilian.
Start! What? Right!
Two white lights will do nicely indeed for Evanio da Silva, who climbs to first position in the early stages of this para-powerlifting contest. A successful lift of 181 kilos.
Here comes Ben Wright of Australia. 37 years old, from Perth. Paralympic debut. Made plenty of appearances at World Championships. He's lifted 191 in Dubai last year in this weight category, so 184. We know he can lift. Powerlifting now for just over 10 years. Former wheelchair basketball player. Scott Upston just sorting out the straps.
Start.
Punch! White.
Right.
And 184 in round one. Safely negotiated by Ben Wright, who's underway in Paris on Paralympic debut. Ben Wright will look to lift an awful lot more. He's done it before in major championships. Great start from the Perth native. Bronze medalist from the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham a couple of years ago. And a very measured first lift.
Wawrzyniec Latus, the 42-year-old from Poland, returns to the top of the sport once again. His second Paralympics, but the first sighting of the 42-year-old Pole since London back in 2012. He was presented with the Saturn Rings Award in his home country to recognise his feat of becoming a Paralympian. He's had to wait an awfully long time to return to the Paralympic bar. And today he does so with 186 kilos in accumulation upon it.
Start. Right.
Lack symmetry on the press, and all three referees identifying that he didn't lock out at the same time. Looked in good control. The down sequence more than satisfactory, and the stop. But the press not good enough, so it's a no lift. For Wawrzyniec Latus, and immediately they put in their next weight to lift. Here he is, amped up. Stop, motionless, but the bar began to list and he wrestled to bring it back on course, but not enough to satisfy the three referees. No lift for Wawrzyniec Latus.
A huge roar to announce his arrival. Rakhmanjan Kamayev of Kazakhstan, 200 kilograms, is now on the bar for round one, 37 years old. Fifth in Tokyo, lifting 195. Third in the Asian Para Games on the back of Tokyo. Been lifting for over 10 years now internationally for Kazakhstan. Gamurayev is Hero, the great Kazakhstani powerlifter.
Start. Up. Right.
Well, very smooth. And 3 white lights. The lockout was perfect on the arms, and that's a very impressive first round lift for Rakhmanjan Kamayev of Kazakhstan, getting his Paralympic Games competition here in Paris underway in the best possible way, lifted more than Tokyo already. And has a determined look on his face. Just a little bit of applause to say thank you to the crowd, but he's here for business. And his business is lifting very, very heavy weights. 200 kilograms in round one.
Kuznedin Usmanov of Uzbekistan makes his way to the bench for the first time in a Paralympic Games. 29 years old, from the nation that has provided a number of athletes throughout this para-powerlifting program. It is certainly a sport that has captured the imagination and also flexed the muscles of Uzbekistan. He was 6th in the up to 97 kilo category at the World Championships in Dubai in 2023. That was with a lift of 213, so we know he possesses great power.
Start. Right.
That great power clearly demonstrated with a lift that elicits 3 white lights from the referees. Kuznedin Usmanov successful in his first attempt of 208 kilos for him and Uzbekistan.
In his 7th Paralympic Games, Mohamed Khamis Khalaf of the United Arab Emirates, former 2-time Paralympic champion from Athens and Rio. A glittering career, and he's looking to add to his long and illustrious story of powerlifting. Failed to lift in Tokyo. The same in London. Aiming for big weights though, 210 in round 1.
Right. Start. Right.
Well, with the experience that he's had, and he knows a good lift when he lifts 1, 2 white lights. Just the stop sequence for one of the referees, but the now 55-year-old Mohamed Khamis Khalaf can look forward to future lifts. So he won't repeat what happened in Tokyo and in London. He'll be looking to what happened in Beijing, Athens and Rio, and that's winning medals at Paralympic Games.
That's how the leaderboard looks at the moment after that lift. But it could all change right now because Yuri Babinets of the Ukraine is out and onto the bench and ready to go in fast fashion. Born in Romney, now calling Kovel home, the 29-year-old. He was 9th at Tokyo in his first Paralympic Games. That was with a best lift of 175, 212 on the bar.
Start. Right.
212, absolutely dominated. Well, that went down and up almost as fast as he was on the bench and set to go. All done within a blink of an eye. And with the flash of 3 white lights, Yuri Babinets doesn't just leapfrog to first place, he rockets there. A marker laid down by the Ukrainian.
Mohamed El Elfat from a great nation when it comes to powerlifting, and that's Egypt. My word, what a history that country has. with para-powerlifting. And a lot of that history has been written by Mohamed El Elfat. Silver medal winner in London, bronze medalist in Tokyo, 4th in Beijing, and remember some big lifts, and he's not got a good lift in Rio. Former world champion as well. Bronze medalist in Dubai last year, lifting 222 kilograms. This will be more than any lift he's managed in Paralympic Games. Powerlifting for nearly 30 years now. 45-year-old underneath 220.
Start. Right.
He's in 220 kilograms into the air, and 3 white lies for Mohamed El Elfat. That's a big weight for round 1. Managed to lift 225 recently in Tbilisi in the World Cup events that take place in many different cities throughout the course of the world, and the World Cup circuit every year. So there's a man in form, and that's a very good lift in round 1. Even after just 1 lift, I think it's easy for everyone here in the Porte de la Chapelle Arena to see that the Egyptian Mohamed El Elfat is hungry for another medal.
The People's Republic of China, represented by Yan Pan, will be the last nation to lift here in this opening round at the Porte de la Chapelle. In Yan Pan, China have a gold medalist from Tokyo, but from the weight class above, up to 97 kilos he was involved in 3 years ago with a winning lift of 227 kilos. Well, he's got 230 on the bar to commence proceedings here, and that is 1 kilo shy of the Paralympic record set in Tokyo by the Jordanian Khattab. Yan Pan for the lead, and for a lift, 1 kilo shy of the Paralympic record.
Right.
Well, it wasn't just Yan Pan in that lift, was it? It was his coach, Sun Xiao Gang, in the background, easing it up with his body language. Well, he might have been there for support, but it was all about the brawn of Yan Pan, who cruises through that weight of 230 kilos. A successful first attempt, and China's Yan Pan is in the gold position after the first round of lifting complete. Confirmation there with El Elfat in silver and Babinets in bronze, but you look at the rest of that leaderboard and there's a bit of movement to come with more weight and more lifts.
Denis Mbazira will get round 2 underway. Looking for 186, lifted 180 in round 1. This will move Dennis currently into 7th place. Just one athlete so far without a good lift. The man from Kampala on the south coast of Uganda. In round 2 here in Paris. 186.
Right.
Well, the weight looked comfortable. And a good lift given. Just a slight question mark about body position, according to the left referee. But Dennis, with 186, and it's a 0. Leapfrog a couple of places, up to 7th currently. And his Paralympic debut here in Paris is going rather well. Walking off with his coach, Kenneth Sikalander. Confirming his 3rd round total on the board. Speaking of on the board, Dennis 0 with 2 valid lifts so far.
And so to Poland's Wagenik Latus. Disappointment from his first attempt at 186. He lost his way through the press sequence, and you see him there visualizing how he's going to get there on this occasion. A return to the top table of para-powerlifting for the first time since London 2012. 186 at the 2nd attempt for the Polish lifter.
Start. Right.
Additional impetus delivers additional benefits. A good lift, 2 white lights out of the 3. The referee on the right side taking issue with his body positioning. Probably the element of the sequence, that and the down sequence that you see the least infractions of, but doesn't matter. There's 2 white lights there. That's a good lift. And Latus has mastered 186 kilos, and he jumps up to 8.
Daniel de Silva of Brazil. 40 years old. Brilliant Paralympic Games in his home country of Rio, winning the the silver medal indeed. ...210 kilograms lifted that day, and he's won individual medals in World Championships before. Bronze medalist in Mexico City back in 2017 now, and part of a strong Brazilian side who won silver in the mixed event 2 years later. Pan American champion of last year. He's attempting 187 in round 2.
Start. Right.
And a good lift for De Silva, just a press sequence according to the chief referee. Daniel De Silva with 187 in round 2. Excellent lift. Been lifting and representing Brazil for over 10 years now. Going through those medals earlier. It's been a very, very successful career. And is lifting very well here in the Paralympics in Paris.
Ben Wright's on his way back out for attempt number 2, having successfully pressed 184 kilos. The man from Vivash, eastern suburb of Perth, known as the City of Swan. Well, can he keep his composure above water? And once again, press out a smooth lift. A lift that, at this weight of 192, will climb a few places. He's been bumped back down to 10th. 192 would take him to 7th. He's been to World Championships dating all the way back to 2014. He's never made it here, though. He's never made it to a Paralympic bench.
Start. Right. Right.
And now he's here. He's determined to make it count. 3 white lights, 192 kilos. No worries for the Australian. Ben Wright makes it 2 good lifts out of 2 attempts, and he's up to 7th position.
Kameyev for Kazakhstan, and Mexian in 209 in round 2. 200 kilograms safely lifted in round 1. 5th place in Tokyo. It's gone way beyond the 195 he lifted. A couple of years ago in the Asian Para Games. It's a very strong competition, the Asian Para Games, and to win a bronze medal was a mighty, mighty effort, lifting 203. So, understanding how much this 209 kilograms is for Metsian.
Right.
And he won't lift it in round 2. It's a very, very heavy weight, obviously, but again, in terms of his career, this is a mighty, mighty weight. Attempt again in round 3, but it will be a no lift for Metsian Kameyev of Kazakhstan. 200 kilograms in round 1 will keep him currently in 6th place here in Paris, and he will try that 209, who knows, maybe more, in round 3.
Kusnidin Usmanov had a successful first attempt of 208 kilos and now goes for 213. The 29-year-old is part of a powerful cohort of Uzbekistanis who are here in the French capital, looking to make an indelible mark, or a dent maybe would be the appropriate term, on this bench across multiple categories. Ordinarily in the sport, you go to a Worlds, you'll find 400 plus athletes competing, but the guest list is a lot slimmer here in Paris, just 180, with the privilege of calling themselves Powerlifting Paralympians.
Start. Right.
Kusnidin Usmanov is one, but he is not one with a successful second attempt. 3 red lights from the referees. It was a battle all the way up with the bar, and he thought maybe he might have salvaged it with the lockout of both elbows, but not to the satisfaction of the referees. I don't think there'll be a challenge for this, but his initial lift is good enough for 5th place at the moment. And I think that he feels he has got that big lift in him. He's got more weight to offer on the bar, and he's got higher to go in the table.
Yuri Babinets of Ukraine very quickly onto the bench now. 2:14 in round 2, 2:12 lifted in round 1. Currently in the bronze medal position, 9th in Tokyo, but since then really has progressed. He was part of a silver medal winning team in the Worlds last year, individual, second European Championships 2 years ago, but here in Paris he's looking very determined. As good as you like in round 2, matching round 1, that's 214 kilograms. And Yuri Babinets is currently in the bronze medal position. Real fight on for this bronze medal. Babinets very determined, very cool. And well, there's going to be quite a discussion, one would suggest, for the weight in round 3, because it's very close for the bronze at the moment. But the way that Yuri Babinets is lifting, it would be no surprise to see him win bronze. Plenty to go though.
Time for the United Arab Emirates turn, and that's of Mohammed Khamis Khalaf, who now, after that opening lift, can officially call himself a 7-time Paralympian. A quite remarkable accomplishment on its own. The fact that he's left 3 of the previous 6 with medals, a silver in Beijing, gold in Athens, and so too Rio, his most recent capturing of precious metal. It's a storied history. Is it one that includes a 215 kilo lift in the Porte de la Chapelle Arena on his second attempt?
Start. Right.
The answer was almost emphatically yes. Everyone here was priming themselves to explode in appreciation of what was such a solid lift all the way until he got to the Hillary step of that Mount Paralympus. And he just fell away, just waned at the critical moment. A rueful look from Khalaf. A no lift for the man from the UAE.
1-3.
And his destiny will depend on his third and final lift.
Mohamed El Elfat for Egypt. Currently in second place with the 220 lifted in round 1. Yan Pan Pan currently in the gold medal position. He will be out of reach. That's all for round 3 for now. It's just about making sure of his place in the silver medal position. With a silver at home from London and a bronze last time out in Tokyo. 45-year-old Mohamed El Elfat attempting 224 in round 2. .224 in round 2 to remain in the silver medal position.
Start.
Well, the crowd knew, didn't they? There was a lovely reaction from the crowd of both respect and a little bit of astonishment as well, because that was a very, very competent and well put together power lift. Mohamed El Elfat lifting 224, and he's loving this, enjoying the music, the acclaim, and looking like he wants to lift more, and I'm sure he'll give his best in round 3 at a higher weight. That's the silver medal position, not secured. It's got a long way to doing so.
China's Yan Pan Pan is here for his second attempt, an attempt that will blow apart the current Paralympic records. It stands at 231 kilos. It is held by the Jordanian Abdelkarim Khattab. He set it in Tokyo just over 3 years ago. But it may only have a shelf life of a further minute and 10 seconds. Yan Pan Pan successful in his opening attempt of 230 kilos. He sets his sights on 235 and a new Paralympic record. Pure power from Pan Pan. And a Paralympic record. He hasn't just claimed a new Paralympic record, he has decimated the last by a whole 4 kilos. Sheer dominance of the bar. Clear stop on the sequence and then explodes up from the chest. In complete control, a new Paralympic record. Confirmation of how things stand after that second round of lifting. Jan Pan streaks ahead of the rest of the competition, but a number of battles for placing still to come in this third round.
And the third round gets underway with Denis Mbazira of Uganda with 2 good lifts so far of 180 and 186. We're up to 188 now in round 3. Currently in 9th place. The 39-year-old at his first Paralympic Games. Can he have 3 good lifts out of 3? The flag bearer for Uganda here in Paris. Kenneth Skilander looking on, the coach. Introduced into the sport by a friend, and well, he's gone on to great things. Here in Paris, it might just be the best career so far. He lifted 188. Certainly in terms of weight in championships. Round 3.
Start! Right!
Very deliberate down onto the chest. It's a no lift, unfortunately. Body position from the left and indeed the right referee. I wonder whether they're going to appeal this decision. So body position is the issue. It's a warm round of applause from the crowd. Denis Mbazira then back with 186 in round 2. Walk past the monitor in a second with his coach. It's where they can lodge an appeal and they decide against it. So 186 and currently in 9th place for Denis Mbazira.
Wawrzyniec Latus is out looking for a second successful lift at the 3rd attempt. He's in 10th position at the moment by virtue of Denis Mbazira successfully lifting 186, which is the same as the pole, but the Ugandan did it first. So he's loaded up 193. He has both Mbazira, De Silva and Wright in his sights on the leaderboard.
Start! Right!
He looks on longingly to the electronic board for the call from the referees, but it's 3 red lights. It is a no lift on his 3rd and final attempt. 3 valiant attempts. 1 good and a 10th place. Vajeniek Latus, returning for his second Paralympics after waiting 12 years since his debut in London, returns after a dozen years and is a Paralympian once again.
Daniel da Silva of Brazil, 193 in round 3, 2 successful lifts so far in his competition. Silver medalist from Rio in his home Paralympics, looking to lift 193, which will move him above Ben Wright into 7th place at this time.
Stabiliza, stabiliza.
Scott!
Trying to complete the press, but he can't. Da Silva failing at 193. Appreciating the applause. Plenty of Brazilian flags and support here for this session. Daniel da Silva will remain in 8th place with 187 in round 2. Very quickly down onto his chest. I just wonder whether the stop sequence would have been a problem as well, but he failed to complete the press. And again, it will be 8th place for Daniel da Silva of Brazil.
Ben Wright of Australia is back for his 3rd and final lift at Paris 2024. He is secured 7th. He has a lift of 195. He'll go no higher, but he will fall no lower, with the 7th place finish that is within his grasp. This is for his own personal satisfaction. This is so that he can say 195 kilos at Paris 2024, that was me. Secures his grip on the bar first and foremost before being strapped in securely by his coach, Simon Bergner.
Scott!
Punch! All the way!
Right!
All the way was the call, but ultimately only halfway achievable. Somewhere he has gone all the way to is here in Paris, his first Paralympic Games, and a 7th place finish with a best lift of 192 kilos for Australia's Ben Wright.
More weight being added on all the time as a little bit of tactics are applied to future lifts there. You can see Yang Pan on top with that 235 kilograms, but further down, Mexian Kamayev of Kazakhstan. Well, he lifted 200 kilograms in round 1, failed at 209 in round 2, and there was just a little bit of chopping and changing with the weights. So currently in 6th place. This is 210. This would then temporarily go up to 5th place. Question whether I might try and go for 215 to go into the bronze medal position, but electing for 210. So to move into 5th place. Round 3, 210. Very quickly onto the chest and not completing the lift. So it will be a no lift for Meksian Kamayev. Will remain in 6th place here in Paris. 5th last time in Tokyo. .200 kilograms lifted in round 1, bettering the amount he lifted in Tokyo. And Meksian acknowledging the warm applause of the crowd. Disappointed to not lift his 3rd round weight to move up a position. It will be 6th here in Paris. Another superb competition for Kamayev.
That's how things stand heading into the final list. We've got a few to come, 6 in fact, no, 5. And Mohammed Khamis Khalaf, the legendary lifter from the UAE, is vying for bronze. That is the honour of Yuri Babinets at the moment, with a best lift of 214 kilos. And a man whose iconic status in parasports in the UAE was confirmed all the while ago in London when he bared the flag of his nation at the opening ceremony. Approaches the bar for his 3rd and final lift, 215 kilos. If successful, he will move into the bronze medal position.
Hey.
Start.
Once again, so close, the bar suspended tantalizingly, not just for Khalaf, but for all willing it, in a sense, at the Porte de la Chapelle Arena. But for the great Mohammed Khamis Khalaf, there'll be no medal, but there will be an extraordinary 7th Paralympics to his name. Remarkable from Mohammed Khamis Khalaf of the UAE.
Well, the equation is quite simple for Kuznadin Nuzmanov of Uzbekistan on Paralympic debut. if he lifts this weight of 215 kilograms, he will move into the bronze medal position. Babinets still to lift. Currently in 5th place. He would go ahead of the great Mohamed Khalaf. Also Yuri Babinets, temporarily at least. Psyching himself up, prowling around the bench. And a roar before he attempts this lift. I just wonder whether there's going to be even louder roar from Kuznedin in the next few seconds. 3rd round lift, 215 to move into 3rd.
Start.
Can he complete the press? He can't. It will be a no lift for Kuznedin Usmanov. And he will remain in 5th position. A tremendous ovation for what has been a superb Paralympic debut. 208 kilograms in round 1. He went high in rounds 2 and especially in round 3 to try and move into a medal position. Might well happen in future Paralympics. Only 29. And Kuznedin Usmanov can be very, very proud of his Paralympics debut and will remain in 5th place in Paris.
That's how things stand, and as far as the 3 medalists are concerned, things won't change. Although there is scope for positional jockeying on the podium. For Yuri Babinets, bronze is assured. Can he stretch to silver? He was 9th in Tokyo with a lift of 175 in the up to 80 kilo category. He's packed on some quality timber in the cycle and he's amplified his lifting if he's successful here to the tune of 225 kilos. Goodness me! Yuri Babinets has not quite done it. He's fallen short by 1 white light. The immediate reaction is to gesture that they want a lift challenge for this, and quite right they should. It'll go to the video jury. 3 of them must concur. All 3 must be in agreement to overturn the no lift. They're looking at the lockout and they are looking unfavorably upon it. Yuri Babinets came as close as you could possibly imagine to raising the weights in which he shifted between Olympic cycles by a whole 50 kilos. However, 214 ain't bad. In fact, it is bronze medal worthy. Yuri Babinets of Ukraine seals bronze here in Paris.
Here comes Mohamed El Alfat, trying to lift 230 kilograms and a little bit of a mischievous smile, I would say. Silver medal is safely assured for the great Egyptian. It's going to be another medal at the Paralympics. 220, 224, and now an attempt at 230. He looks completely at ease with himself and the situation, and so he might, knowing that silver is his. This to round off another stellar Paralympic Games for Mohamed El Elfat of Egypt.
Start.
It will be a no lift. He knows it doesn't matter. 230 kilograms, no lift in round 3. It will be a silver medal for Mohamed El Elfat in his 5th Paralympic Games. The 45-year-old is winning medals once again to go alongside the silver in London and the bronze in Tokyo. Mohamed El Elfat can look back on 224 kilograms in round 2. A superb Paralympic Games from another Egyptian legend when it comes to para-powerlifting. Soaking up the applause. And a lovely silver medal to go alongside. Fantastic celebration. It's another medal for El Elfat.
With bronze and silver determined, it is now time for the gold medal winner-elect. He's topped them all in 2 lifts. He's claimed a new Paralympic record in the process. And here, on his 3rd visit to the bench, having decimated it the lift before, he now looks to restructure this record in a guise that the Paralympics has never seen before. At the beginning of this competition, the record was at 231 kilos. It had stood for 3 years since Tokyo. Success here will bolster it by a whole 11 kilos, an unimaginable increase. 242 kilos for Yan Pan Pan for a new Paralympic record. Yan Pan Pan with another worldly lift to send the Paralympic record into another stratosphere. 3 attempts, 3 good lifts, consecutive Paralympic record breaking feats. The 3rd, a monstrous 242 kilos. It was so accomplished, It was never in doubt. It was history for Jan Pan in Paris. We're taking confirmation of the results because this leaderboard won't change, with the bronze going to Ukraine's Yuri Babinets, silver to Egypt's Mohamed El Elfat, and gold to China's Jan Pan with that remarkable Paralympic record compounded upon the one that he achieved in his second lift. But we will continue to focus our camera on the bench. We will all secretly within us will a return to the stage for Jan Pan, who is entitled to target the world record. However, Jan Pan says enough's enough.
Thank you very much.
I'll settle for the pinnacle of Paralympic achievements. I'll settle for the record, and there'll be no more lifts, but there will be a medal ceremony to come to celebrate the lifting feats of Yuri Babinets, Mohamed El Elfat, and Jan Pan.
À vous, à brûler nos ailes. Tellement tu es belle. messieurs, la cérémonie des médailles pour la catégorie masculine Powerlifting, moins de 88 kilos.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for Powerlifting men's up to 88 kilo category.
The medal ceremony for the men's up to 88 kilo class in the Powerlifting at Paris 2024.
Les médailles seront remises par
The medals will be presented by
Monsieur Pierre Rabadan, en charge du sport des Jeux Olympiques et Paralympiques à la Vérité.
Mr. Pierre Rabadan, who is the Deputy Mayor of Paris, is among the presentation party, accompanied by Mrs. Zainaba Zaid Anzum, who is the Saint-Denis Councillor for Sport.
Saint-Denis Departmental Councillor in charge of sport.
Médaille de bronze représentant l'Ukraine.
The bronze medalist from Ukraine, Yuri Babanets. What a moment for him and his nation. 9th in Tokyo in the weight classification below. In 3 years, he's climbed in stature, both physically and in achievement. And he will leave Paris as a bronze medalist. Bronze for Ukraine's Yuri Babanets.
D'argent représentant l'Égypte.
Silver medalist representing Egypt, Mohamed El Elfat.
Mohamed El Elfat of Egypt continues this rich run of talent that courses through the country. A bronze in Tokyo. He returns to the silver medal position, which he took a dozen years ago in London. Once again, he has proven to the world that he is imperious in para-powerlifting. Silver for Egypt's Mohamed El Elfat at Paris 2024.
Pour la Chine.
Gold medalist and Paralympic champion representing People's Republic of China, Yan Pan.
A rapturous reception for one of the modern greats. He was a gold medalist in Tokyo in the up to 97 kilo category. And in his new class, he remains a different class. Not content with a gold, he broke the Paralympic record and then he extended it by an extraordinary amount with a lift that could well stand the test of time. Gold for China's Yan Pan in the men's up to 88 kilo para-powerlifting.
L'hymne national de la Chine.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand if you're able for the anthem of People's Republic of China. gentlemen, the Paralympic medalists.
The medalists for the men's up to 88 kilo para-powerlifting: bronze for Ukraine's Yuri Babinets, silver for Egypt's Mohamed El Elfat, and it is gold for the People's Republic of China, and a new Paralympic record for Yan Pan.
If you have a ticket for the next session, please make your way to the wait here on the forecourt.
A wonderful session of para-powerlifting at the Porte de la Chapelle Arena with athletes from around the globe at the peak of their Parisian powers. In the women's up to 73 kilo category, it was bronze for Turkey's Sibel Sham, silver for Uzbekistan's Ruza Kuzieva, and gold and a new Paralympic record for Mariana D'Andrea. In the men's up to 88 kilos, it was bronze for Ukraine's Yuri Babinets, silver for Egypt's Mohamed El Elfat, and gold and a new Paralympic record for the People's Republic of China's Yan Pan here at Paris 2024.
C'est bon? Ok, ça va.